Welcome to this week's weekly card reading. I am Allison from Soulstar Energy Collective. I am an intuitive, a healer, and a spiritual mentor, really helping connect others back to their own spiritual gifts and to their intuition. It is Monday, October 6th, and I am coming to you later in the day because I have my daytime job. And so I'm pulled some cards, I pulled through some messages to share with you. So you just kind of need to feel in to see if message 1 or message 2 is meant for you. So these are the cards that I pulled for message 1. And these are the cards that I pulled for message 2. And, before I came on, I grounded and cleared my energy. I did my, ritual that I do every time prior to opening up my channel and connecting to receive from spirit from the other side. These are things that I teach in my mentorship programs so that, if you're dabbling in this or want to connect, that you learn to do it safely and to make sure you are connected in a proper way, I guess, and in that you are supported with it. And then I just pulled through some of these messages and then followed up with some cards. So I like to kind of pull forward the energy, start to feel into it, and then expand on it with cards. So for message 1, what I first connected to was just describe the image that I get. Also gives you a little bit of an idea of like how it comes in, just in case you're receiving and you're receiving it in different ways. So when I asked for message 1 to come through, I felt this, or I saw this this like bubble of energy come in, and the closer it came, it kind of felt like it was stretching, and then it just kind of popped. So like this balloon, this bubble just kind of popped, and a bunch of kind of debris or stuff kind of fell out of it, and so I was feeling this energy. It didn't feel like the bubble, it was golden. Even the stuff that kind of came out, whether it's confetti or whatever it was golden. So it's like I didn't feel a negative energy towards it. However, I was receiving this message of there's something that maybe you are avoiding, or there's something that like it kind of feels like this avoidance, or this thing that's kind of like in the back of your mind, where maybe it creeps up and it's like, hello, you should be looking at this, you should pay attention to this, and you're kind of like, I don't want to, and it just feels like it's kind of like the situation or scenario is kind of like expanding to the point that it's like it's going to force you to deal with it. So something's going to, and you're not going to have a choice in that matter, in that sense. So to me, I'm like, oh, that sounds scary. But what they were really kind of moving through was like what maybe you've built up in your head as like, oh my God, I'm avoiding it because I don't even want to look at it. And because if I look at it, I'm going to feel, it's going to make me feel worse or more anxious or stressed or whatever it is. And what they were kind of showing was like, actually, it's going to maybe be the opposite. It's going to be this thing that maybe you're avoiding. When you actually face it and bring it out and deal with it, it's actually going to feel like a relief, and it's not going to be as bad as maybe you're making it up to be in your head. I did feel also in this message, there's this connection to maybe money or finances, which obviously can be connected to safety and security. And I know a lot of us can avoid that aspect, especially if it's an area of concern or stress causing. And, most of us have stress around money. But the cards that I pulled was all the time in the world, having enough time management. So with this, and it instantly made me feel connected to wealth or money. So that being some type of connection, also in the sense of this, not that time's running out, but like a ticking clock, a ticking time bomb. Like it's kind of like, all right, we can hold this off for so long, but eventually like time's up. you gotta face it. And then I also received a soul retrieval, and I instantly felt that part of maybe what you are avoiding, whether it's to do with money, whether it's to do with another situation, partly what you are avoiding, there is some energy connected to it. Either like it does feel like from a past life. It feels really connected to your soul. So whether there was like a vow made in a past life where, sometimes we make these vows or we take on ancestor, like through our lineage, we take on these vows. And with that, it's kind of like needing to go in and break it, or like karma or like a cycle with a past life. So it kind of feels like if that resonates with you, because it's not for everybody, they're saying, so it's not everybody needs to go in, but if you are somebody that can go into meditation, maybe connect to your past lives, whether that's, like if you know how to get to the Akashic records or even just through meditation with your guides, it feels like there's some healing to do there that will be presented to you to do that's going to help with this scenario, and that maybe keeps you in this loop, that maybe you find yourself in, this avoidance or whatever. So there's some healing, deeper healing to do there on an energetic level. So I also feel like they were they were saying like, they were like, we gave this message a few weeks ago. I don't know if it was a week ago, a month ago. I don't know. They were kind of like, we were kind of giving this message a little while ago, and not everybody's listened. and then I saw the fingers pointed at me. I did not listen. So I was like, okay, got it, thanks. So if you're in the same boat as me, it's okay. We got this. Courage. The word of the week is courage. All right. And so message number 2 is when I connected to this, I instantly felt like I was I was looking out into like this beautiful ocean. Like I felt like I was looking out into like the Caribbean or, Bahamas or something like that. Like I wasn't there, but I felt like I was like looking out, like whether through a dense forest, like I just kind of felt like it was like there's through the foliage, I don't know. Well, there's, like through leaves and stuff, foliage. I don't know. That's where it kind of looked like to me, that it was like peeking out and being like, I want to go there. And I instantly felt like, so it's kind of like at the end of the tunnel, right? Like that there's excitement. And when the cards that I pulled, because at first I was like, what are you talking about? Go on a trip? What do you want? But then this is why I pulled the cards after, to bring clarity. So Chamber of Transformation came forward, and I instantly resonated with this bright light, because when I was shown that image, I felt this like, this bright, warm light. It felt really inviting and exciting. And so seeing this with the butterflies, I was like, okay, I get what they're saying. It seems that you are in the midst of a transformation, maybe cocooned within this, but it's like, we're right at the end of that tunnel. We're right at the end of that cocoon, like that transformation, that kind of like, the butterfly, right? Like becoming the butterfly, coming to the end. The butterfly is that end result of cocooning and that transformation. And so it feels like it is right there. And the other card that was pulled was all the blessings everywhere, gifts from the universe, synchronicities. And so what I was receiving from this part was, pay attention to the synchronicities, because when these synchronicities and these signs from the universe start coming in, and they're going to start coming in hot and heavy, and very frequently, that is an indicator that you are about to reach that paradise, about to, reach what this, where you've been being led to go, and things are going to feel lighter and brighter and calmer and just exciting. So it was kind of like I could hear somebody saying like, yeah, but when? And I was like, when these synchronicities come in, pay attention. You're almost there. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next week. Bye.